Welcome back to the Old Colony Cast, a podcast about all things Plymouth and surrounding areas. I am Andy, your host, and I am joined once again by Fish.
Hello.
And Hanna. Hanna, the smart one of the group.
Hello.
So, Hanna, it is super hot today, and it's been hot for weeks. I was going to try to segue into the story, but I don't even know if it was a summertime thing when this happened.
It definiteindefinitely wasn't.
So my segue
no, it definitely wasn't.
So my segue is more like hammering a square peg through a round hole. So
I think the feeling of the air, the humidity and the stickiness.
What happens on hot days? You can smell molasses in certain parts of Boston. See, there was a method to my madness.
There you go. You got to it.
Yeah.
Sure.
So what are we talking about today, Hanna?
What did Fish just call it? The Molassacre?
The Boston Molassacre.
The Boston Molassacre. It was the devastating molasses flood of Boston is definitely the way I like to say it. The Boston Molassacre.
I feel like this is one of those things that people at least have a little bit of an idea about.
It's definitely like a pop culture knowledge kind of thing that
if you live around here, you've at least heard of it.
You've heard at least of it, yeah.
I don't know how you guys heard of it, but this was like one of my pups or my grandfather's stories that he told me about.
Did it happen? He wasn't alive then.
Oh, yeah. Oh, jeez.
He died at a pretty old age. I don't think he was alive, but he was not long.
It was 101 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, he was
my grandmother was alive during it then. I mean, she wasn't in Boston, but...
Yeah, he wasn't alive yet, but he was born a few years after. So, either way.
So, when did it happen, Hanna?
So, January 15th, 1919. Definitely not the summer.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure it's the summer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I don't think the seasons have changed that much due to climate change. So, this was probably the most unlikely devastation to occur really anywhere, simply because of the substance that was to blame for it, which was molasses, right? Mm-hmm. No one ever expects to get taken out by a wave of molasses. Now, it happened just after noon on that day. There's probably, I don't know, I'm not a scientist, several different reasons for it.
Okay.
Both aerodynamically, we're going to get into some science talk.
Oh, okay.
And structurally, yes. So, before actually talking about, what everyone saw, what happened after the fact, and, the devastation that it caused, we're going to talk about why it happened. So...
Oh, I have a segue now.
Go for it.
So, Hanna, we recently had this horrible tragedy in Beirut where there was a storage facility in a major city that caused immense damage. Has that ever happened in Boston?
It has, on way less of a scale, though. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe what just happened.
Yeah, it was pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, I thought good thoughts for Beirut. Guys,
oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's very, very tragic. I know I make light of it, but...
Yeah.
Now you make me feel bad.
Come on, Andy.
Fish, can you edit out me being a jerk?
Honestly.
So this episode will just be you and Hanna?
No. I honestly was obvious. I could not draw the parallels. Completely different substances and outcome. Not completely different, but far more devastation in Beirut. And it, not to downplay anyone who lost their lives in Boston that day, but God, Beirut needs some help right now. So anyone who has any availability to help them out, I suggest you do. So anyway, gosh, where does it start? Oh, alcohol. Okay. Most of us like it.
Sure.
Most of us partake, right?
Some people like it too much.
Exactly. In that time, the United States was getting ready to ban it, and prohibition was right around the corner.
Oh, really?
Molasses. Yeah. So prohibition was from 1920 to 1933.
Wow, it's so weird, because in my mind, this was more like...
What, cookies?
No. It was more... Civil War era. I don't know why in my head this was much further back in history.
No, yeah, it's not. It really wasn't. Yeah, my grandfather, he was alive for the Civil War.
Oh, right. I mean, I don't know why. Well, when Fish is like, oh, he wasn't alive for it, and you're like, almost. Just in my head prior to this conversation.
I gotcha.
If you asked me when that happened, I'd be like, I don't know, Civil War time.
God, yeah. Yeah, so molasses was a big deal, and it was used in everything. Like, literally, it's the corn syrup of its time, pretty much. It was used, obviously, in baking. Rum, a lot of alcohol, and it was also used to make bombs and dynamite.
Oh, really?
Yes. How? I don't know. That part I didn't get into too much. But either way, they used it for that. So molasses was a hot commodity in that time. And the United States Industrial Alcohol Company that had just purchased the business from Purity Distillery was trying to get in on this game as quickly as they could and make money as fast as they could before the turn of the new year and prohibition would be in place. So if you could imagine someone taking over and trying to just ship in a ton of molasses to turn over quickly, they probably weren't dotting all their T's and crossing all their I's when it came into actually getting it into their facility and storing it, because they knew they'd just be going through it so quickly.
So it was just a matter of like turnover. They weren't being super careful.
Exactly. And that was around the time that I can't think. It definitely was not us, because I haven't done that many episodes. But the Boston Fire, the Great Boston Fire.
We've definitely not done that. No.
Maybe we should. It's interesting.
We'll add it to the list. Fish, add it to the list.
I think it was around that time that like fire codes and just OSHA in general kind of started becoming more prevalent.
Suddenly people were like, hey, we work for you. You should probably look out for our safety a little bit.
Just kind of.
A fight we keep to this day.
Yeah.
So that definitely falls in line with the things that were not safe in the time, specifically the tank that it was stored in. So everyone in the area knows what that water tank looks like driving into Boston, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the propane ones? Or the liquid gas or whatever it is?
Whatever they store in it.
Yeah. It used to be 2 and now it's 1, right? Or is there still 2 there?
About that.
I don't know. It's been
1.
I don't know. We'll have to go driving to Boston and check.
Did you say you've only seen 1?
Yeah, ever in my life, yes. The big white thing that's painted and it has all the fun colors on it.
Yeah, and there's the picture of Ho Chi Minh in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there used to be 2.
There used to be 2?
Yeah, there used to be 2. There was one that was painted and then the one that wasn't.
Was the other one the tank from the molasses factory?
I don't think so, but when they took the one down, the one they took down was the painted one, so then they repainted the other one.
But yeah, no, Andy, I definitely remember there being 2 at one point.
Yeah, there was definitely 2. I know there was 2.
I know. I'm just trying to...
No. I don't think I was alive when there were 2.
Hannah?
Can you edit that part out of this conversation?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and the artist is someone famous, and she's pretty controversial, and yeah.
I was told she was a nun.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Or cool. She started off being? She might have got like excommunicated or something.
This is unraveling into quite the episode.
That's fine.
I'm not completely stupid. I know stuff.
Yeah, the tank is called the Rainbow Swash.
All right, we'll take it. So, picture a tank like that, right? That's what we're talking about.
That's a huge tank.
Oh, God.
Huge tank.
Okay, before we wander off, the other tank was torn down in 1992.
Okay, yeah. So I had no idea about that.
Yeah.
When were you born?
90.
Get off my damn lawn.
Get off my pod lawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
But not right now. We have a podcast to finish.
Yeah. Finish up and then get off my pod lawn.
Oh, sounds good. So, the tank itself is huge. I don't know the dimensions of that tank, but I just wanted like a size reference. This thing is huge.
Well, it's Boston, so it was wicked big.
It was wicked huge, dude.
It was wicked huge, kid.
it's 50 feet tall. Again, I don't know how tall the tank is in Boston, but I just wanted like an idea of like picture a giant tank.
140 feet.
That's like half.
It's not as big as that.
It's not, okay.
Guys,
third
it's
of the
not
size.
as big as that. We're taking it back. Scale back. Forget the tank.
So look at that tank, but stand really far away.
Yeah. So 50 feet tall and 90 feet in diameter. So still like a substantially large tank. Could hold 2.5 million gallons.
Oof.
Yes. And structurally, the tank was just like not cutting it in all aspects of it. Whether it came down to the rivets holding it together, the steel that it was compiled of and welded together or whatever, just was not working. The thickness varied throughout each cut of steel on the structure. So
I just did some quick math. I'm sorry to interrupt because I was really curious to give this some reference. So 2.5 million gallons. My car, it's a small car, has a 13-gallon gas tank. It would take 192,000 of my car to hold that much.
And that's assuming your car can run on molasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Probably could. Sure, no one's just tried it.
I mean, you can distill.
I mean, if you can use it for
alcohol.
Dynamite, you can run a Mini Cooper off of it.
I mean, you distill into alcohol, so yeah, totally. You right?
Sorry,
Andy, we're converting your car to molasses.
Okay, sure.
It'll smell so nice.
People be driving behind me, and be like, "Man, I want cookies."
Yeah, you drive a Mini Coupe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone will be like, "Wow, it's so English." Anyway, so on some areas of the tank, it was 0.67 inches. So not even like
the thickness of the wall.
Not even like a full inch or whatever. Unless I got the measurements wrong. So sorry if I did. But either way, it was lacking. And the rivets on it, I guess, weren't because of the lack of thickness in the steel. The rivets on it were all like awkwardly placed and pulling at the steel and stressing it. So, like, sorry, Rosie the Riveter, she was not on the scene for this, I guess.
I feel like this and the Big Dig are kind of like maybe we're not the best builders in Boston.
Oh my god, I totally forgot about the Big Dig.
We should put that on the list. Fish, put it on the list.
Seriously. So the flaws weren't only structural, but you could physically see them from the outside. Like, it wasn't...
You could see what from the outside?
You could see, like, cracks in it from the outside. Kid would go up to it because there was molasses constantly leaking from it, and they'd go up to it with cups and fill their cups with molasses.
Snacks.
Yes, and it constantly made, like, quote-unquote settling sounds and, like, groaning sounds.
Oh, that's not a good thing.
That's the best sound I want for my... Yeah.
Molasses. No. So it was just, like, not good. And everyone could see it was not good, but they were like, well, I don't know. What do I do about this?
It's fine. It's fine.
One employee did try to speak up because at this point, some of the steel was, like, pulling off and, like, it was very brittle steel, and we'll get into that, but it was breaking off, and he brought the shards up to, like, the corporate or whatever, the higher ups of that company, and was like, hey, this probably isn't good. And they were like, yeah, so I don't know, quit if you don't like it, pretty much.
OSHA hasn't been invented yet. Get out of here.
So they let the tank do its thing, obviously, until the end of its time. So the steel itself had not been mixed enough with what it's like a type of metal or material called manganese.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
right?
it's what they use to make steel. Like good steel is made with manganese.
Exactly. So they didn't put enough of that in when they were making like the sheets of steel.
Oh.
So it made it very brittle, especially in colder temperatures. So,
but Hannah, I thought it was hot out.
Yeah, perfect state for, brittle steel to be placed in a giant tank. like I said, the brittle steel combined with the poor rivetings, it was just like bound to fail. And they also refused to actually test it when they put it together, like just put water in it.
So they're just like, nah, it's good.
Just go right to the molasses. Let's get right to the heart of the issue.
I'm not sure that 50,000 gallons of water flooding down the hill is a much better ending.
Less sticky.
Kind of it is, actually.
Yeah, I suppose.
We'll find out. So, they didn't test it in any regard. So obviously, they didn't cap it off with water. They didn't even try to test it with any other liquid at all. So I'd be interested to know if they even like cleaned it.
Ew.
Right?
How long was it between when they constructed it and it failing?
You know, I tried to find that, and from what things imply, and I don't know if this is accurate, but from what I can see, like reports implying, is that it was built by the United States Industrial Alcohol Company when they bought it from Purity Distillery 2 years prior.
So it's relatively new.
Yes, and it did last like a little bit. So, right? I believe they bought it 2 years before then. Yeah. So I think that's when it was built, but I don't know 100%. I could be wrong on that. If it lasted more than 2 years, like that's incredible. Actually, an achievement to whoever put it together, considering how awful.
It's an achievement in your failure.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh my god. So, so what made the molasses so dangerous that day? This is where we kind of get into the science of it. So the tank had been filled 29 times. Mm-hmm. 4 of the 29 times it was filled to capacity, so it was holding the entire 2.5 or very close to the 2.5 million gallons. And the molasses itself was pumped into the bottom of the tank and like filled up to the top. The last delivery of the tank was 2 days before the eruption, and it was delivered from Puerto Rico. Where it was delivered from actually has literally zero to do with it, but just in case you were wondering where they got their molasses from, Puerto Rico was one of the ports. And the tank was filled to the brim that day. So it
was max capacity.
Yes, exactly. And it was able to fill 3 Olympic-sized swimming pools.
Wow.
Which is a lot. Or however many mini coupe gas tanks you just said.
192,000-ish.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So, there's a...
That math sounds wrong.
Huh? That math is probably wrong, but...
We're not doing a podcast on math, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's right. This is entertainment. Shut up, fish.
A 2016 study by Nicole Sharp, an aerospace engineer, and Jordan Kennedy, I think he was an aerospace engineer as well, both from Harvard. They studied the event and recreated it on a smaller scale, trying to recreate temperatures and all that stuff.
Did you do like 175,000 gallons? Or million?
I don't even, it was just like a smaller scale. Like they used corn syrup too, which I think is pretty close. So corn syrup, like molasses, is in the family of non-Newtonian fluids. You heard about these?
Yes, non-Newtonian fluids. So non-Newtonian fluid is liquid unless there's an impact, and then when you impact it, it turns to a solid. There's air quotes kind of around that.
I think it's opposite.
What, a non-Newtonian fluid? No, when you impact it, it kind of acts like a solid, but if you just leave it, it kind of like a liquid.
A non-Newtonian or a Newtonian?
Am I mixing these up now?
I think you are, because it flows more easily in response to applied stress.
Oh, okay. Maybe I have that backwards. I always thought it was a non-Newtonian. Oh, I didn't know there was the opposite, but okay, sure. You have notes, and I'm just going off my memory, so I'm betting you're right.
No one can see this, so I'm just making a little like flip symbol too.
Yeah. She's giving me the finger.
No,
but I mean, come on. I kind of knew what I was talking. the non.
You had a lot of gusto, that's for sure.
I was in the right ballpark.
You were very confident, Andy.
Yeah.
I was wrong, but I was really close in the wrong way.
I had no idea what it was before I was reading the specific study. I was like, oh, okay. I knew what it was in the sense that I'm alive and I've experienced these with touching these fluids, but didn't know the definition and the applied definition.
You can make a Newtonian fluid with cornstarch and water. It's called oobleck.
Yes, so that is the opposite. Yep, yeah. I love oobleck.
Yeah, okay. So I knew what you were talking about. I just had my versions mixed up.
There you go. So molasses
Sue me, fish.
Molasses is the kind that spreads thinner, sheerer, becomes more.
So when it's impacted, it becomes more liquidy.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So the term slow as molasses in January. So obviously we're talking about a January day that just so happens to have the most serendipitous thing happen to it with molasses, where it actually didn't act like molasses in January, because molasses typically when it's colder flows more solid, like we just talked about.
Like most things do.
So I am kind of obsessive about being right and being a know-it-all. A non-Newtonian fluid is a fluid that does not follow Newton's laws of viscosity. So in non-Newtonian fluids, viscosity can change when under force to either more liquid or more solid. So we were both right.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah. See?
All right.
Yeah.
Yes. Congratulate. Good job, Andy. I will give you a cookie.
Thanks. Well, I'll even accept half a gold star because I was half right.
No, I'm giving you a cookie.
A molasses cookie?
Of course.
All right. Sorry, go on.
I actually make a pretty good molasses cookie, so I should have brought them to the Zoom meeting.
And eat them in front of us, you monster.
Yeah.
That's the cruelest thing I can think of.
I know. I would just shut our video off.
Whew, hot down here, sorry. So, obviously, we know how molasses flows at this point. We understand.
Yeah.
We understand what's going on with that. So, compared to the colder days, the temperature on this day had actually risen up to 40 degrees.
Mm-hmm. Not
unlike a New England day for the temperature to drastically change.
Seems normal to me.
Yeah, it was below freezing.
Was it lightning and snowing out then? Or?
Probably. So the adding of the fresh molasses, which is warmer, coming off the boat, it's just been moved around, right? It's flowing more freely. Under the layer of cold molasses, combined with the temperature change, created some sort of convection effect in the tank.
Because the cold molasses would want to sink, and the warmer stuff would want to rise to the top. Yeah.
So obviously, change in pressure because of the temperatures and all that. So that's really just what caused it. It was a different temperatured molasses in a really bad tank.
Yeah.
And it blew it to crumbs, essentially.
So it didn't just crack, it disintegrated?
No, pieces of this went flying out at speeds of a bullet. And that is I'm slightly exaggerating a little bit, but yes, that all of the pieces of this were weaponized and were literally taking out pieces of buildings, tank pieces shot out as if there had been explosives in it. It literally went just in every direction, floating out of it. It wasn't just a crumbling mess of molasses. There was a great force behind it.
See, that's one of those things, like I said, I've heard about this, and I always just assumed that was it cracked, and then molasses oozed out, and you're like, oh, how do people get? How do people get? Oh my God, it's coming for us! Hang on, you guys can't see, but I'm miming running slowly.
So the noise was heard like around the city. They said it was like heard within a mile of what happened. It felt like an earthquake in all the nearby neighborhoods. And where are we right now? Sorry, the street. We're on Commercial Street. So really in the heart of a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
Right by the water. And the wave of molasses that came out was 2 stories tall.
Ooh.
Yes. And it was going, they estimate, at about 35 miles per hour.
Wow. Okay.
So, like I said, every piece of the tank like came out bombing. And it was like moving as fast as a tidal wave. Like it literally was, or a tsunami. We don't call them tidal waves anymore. That's an incorrect phrase.
I thought that was just a regional thing.
No, I don't think so. Tidal waves are just the waves in a tide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
One teacher one time corrected us all on that, and it stuck with me ever since. Anyway, tsunami. So,
I mean, it obviously is less devastating than one happened in Beirut, but it doesn't sound like that. Again, way less devastating, but not. There are definite similarities.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Especially like the area was in, like the way the factories were set up. This is really weird that we ended up doing this episode on this day. Like,
I know, like I kind of was just like, oh, I found a goofy segue, and then Hannah's like, you're a horrible person with the like she gave me those eyes like you're a terrible person. I'm like, I know, I'm sorry, but now like I'm kind of gonna roll back, and it was kind of I shouldn't have been making light of it, but it was kind of accurate.
It's really weird. Yeah, this is not in poor taste on us, guys. We just so happen to have already.
Yeah, this wasn't planned. It just happened that way.
Yeah, and yes, it was a very devastating scene. Like, it wasn't, like, to your point, what everyone thinks is a slow rolling molasses river. It was an explosion of a wave of molasses in every direction coming from the tank.
At 35 miles an hour.
Yes. The buildings that were in the nearby area were lifted off of their foundations.
Mm-hmm.
If you were obviously a pedestrian in the area traveling, you were caught in the flood. Yes. If you had a basement apartment near there, like.
Oh man, yeah. Like, would it just fill and you were done?
I mean, I'm not going to say you were done because not everyone was. Plenty of people were hurt. Obviously, not everyone died because there were a lot of people left to talk about it. But yeah, like, your place was destroyed. And dozens and dozens of buildings were taken out and carried away with the flood of molasses. And those pieces acted like more bulldozers, taking out more buildings with it.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Yeah.
One of the lifted rail trains got taken out, like, just after rail train track, not the train itself, just after a train had rolled by on it. And the whole, like, part of this corner of the train got taken out right in that area of the city. Just missing those people, like I said, which is good. And yeah, I mean, like, everything was literally swept away with the molasses. The first on the scene just so happened to be cadets from the USS Nantucket, and that's a ship for, like, maritime students.
Mm-hmm.
Now Mass Maritime, but it was the Mass Nautical School. 116 cadets went running into the molasses flood to help people. The Boston PD, the Red Cross, the Army, and the Navy all arrived on the scene as first responders to try and just, like, dive in and save people. There were nurses, like, diving into the molasses with ropes around them trying to get people.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
Yeah. So that, you know, the horse and buggy were still in use then, so there's a ton of horses, like, attached to street carts stuck in the molasses.
Mm-hmm.
And like any good New England day, the temperature did change and got colder.
So the molasses would have gotten thicker?
Yes.
Oh, that sounds worse.
Yeah, so it just went from like holy crap to like, well, wow, we're really stuck in this. So just imagine, you remember Ghostbusters 2, the ooze?
Yeah,
The ooze.
the pink
just like,
ooze.
that's what was going on. Like, you picked up your phone, like molasses was coming through. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
Molasses seeped into every nook, cranny, drain pipe, subway, like everything in the city that it had leveled it out, like in that area, like it just poured down into. So it was seeping into every part of the city that it touched. Like, there was no escaping the molasses. It took several weeks to clean up fully.
Oh, that seems really quick. I feel like it would take months.
Several weeks. Like,
Yeah.
like I think about 3 months fully.
Yeah.
And then they were still finding molasses everywhere after the fact as well. And they had to use like pressure hose salt water from the bay to, at least in this area that they could clean it off from there. They used sand to clean it up. The factory did not try to rebuild the tank. I mean, they were so close to the probably time. I don't think it would have been financially beneficial for them at that point because it's just going through a lot. But it got paved over. It's now used for several other things in that area. I think there's a baseball field on the area that was.
Oh, really?
Where the tank was, yeah, or at least in that vicinity.
Yeah.
Hundreds were injured. 21 people died, along with like a dozen or so horses, probably more. They didn't actually give a straight number in any of the things I saw. But the residents filed a class action lawsuit against the company.
Of course.
Yeah. Why not? Why wouldn't you? That's crazy, right? So they took 3 years of hearings, and they paid out $628,000 in damages.
That doesn't seem like a whole lot. Do we have a translation to what that is today?
Yeah, it was, I can't look it up on my phone, but it was like 7.8 million, I think.
That still seems really cheap.
What are you gonna do? I could be getting it wrong. Is Fish looking it up?
Yep.
Thank you. And $7,000 per paid out to the families of the people who died.
Okay, so $628,000 now is worth just over $8 million. So call it $8.1 million.
Good, yeah.
And then you said and then also $7,000 everyone.
Everyone who died.
Yeah.
Well, obviously. And that's about $90,000.
Yeah, not that much. You're right.
That's not much at all.
No.
To get taken out by a molasses flood. So, yeah, and that's pretty. Other than the cleanup that lasted forever, the smell, they say, can still be smelled today on a really hot, humid day. The smell of molasses still.
Which I'm very curious if that's a true thing. Or if it's one of those things that you could maybe like 20 years later you could still smell it, and people were just like, "Oh, you can still smell it to this day," and that has just translated through time.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking that if it's 90 degrees and humid out in Boston, and the thing I can smell is molasses, I'm calling that a win.
Yeah, that's kind of a decent smell.
Like, all things considered, I mean, yeah, I'll take it. I'm fine with this.
Silver lining, But yeah, that's the Great Molasses Flood. I don't think anyone calls it
the Boston Molassacre.
Yeah, I don't think anyone calls it the Great Molasses Flood. Is it?
That's kind of how I knew it.
That's how I knew it growing up.
All right. There is a pretty good book on it. God, I forget what it's called. I just keep wanting to call it Dark Waters. It's definitely not Dark Waters. That's a pretty famous book. I wish I could remember what it is.
Fish is Googling. Fish is Googling. Google Fish.
That's what you pay me for.
It's a pretty good one.
Dark Tide?
Dark Tide. Thank you. Yes. I read a little bit.
Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Yeah. not to be confused with Dark Waters, the Mark Ruffalo thing on HBO.
I was thinking like a really bad like
the
late
movie?
1980s space pirate cartoon called Pirates of Dark Waters.
Oh, I just thought of Ice Pirates. Have you guys seen that?
I love Ice Pirates. It's so awesomely bad.
Angelica Houston, she's in there.
Oh, yeah, and oh god, Clancy Brown's in it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I own it.
Oh, it's so like really. So I used to have it on DVD. I must have it somewhere. And I bought it because I think I was at the grocery store, and it's when Pirates of the Caribbean had just come out, and they had like this DVD, like one of those impulse buy things up by the registers, and it was all like every pirate movie you could think of, and Ice Pirates.
Shut up.
And I'm like, that is so not a pirate movie, but I'm buying it because that's ridiculous.
So bad.
Oh, it's so like really awesomely bad.
Yeah.
So, listeners, if you've heard anything today, go watch Ice Pirates and enjoy its terribleness.
I literally have never heard of this.
Oh, it's so like it's that. Yeah. I would say it'd be like the perfect Mystery Science Theater 3000 movie, but like I feel like they knew it was bad and kind of steered into that, like almost in a Sharknado kind of way, but not in a more funny way. Yeah, it's awesome. They're fighting over water and there's robots
it's like a really weird like they tried to Mad Max.
It's a little Mad Maxy. Yeah.
It's and a little bit of Dune. It's really weird.
Yeah. I've never.
Oh, it's remarkably terrible.
Like, how have I never seen this?
I don't know. When I was a kid and HBO was new, it was one of the movies they played all the time.
I honestly only know about it because I was going through in all of Angelica Houston's IMDb history, and I was like, "What is this movie?" And I bought
and then you saw it, and you're like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
It's pretty great in the
also,
worst possible ways.
Yeah, the Dark Waters is pretty good. Going back to that.
Oh, Dark Tide.
No, Dark Waters.
Oh, Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Get with it, Fish. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. There's a lot of stuff to watch, and I don't have time.
We're giving people a list.
Yeah.
You're into any of this stuff. None of it has anything to do with the next.
Yeah, none of this has to do with the Molassacre.
Except for the Dark Tide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is how all of this started. So.
So yeah, that was. I feel like every episode I learn a little something. Which is kind of the point, right?
Yeah, I mean, I certainly got clarity on non-Newtonian.
Yep, and I learned that Hanna has a love for Ice Pirates.
Yeah.
I learned what Ice Pirates was.
See? We all learned something today.
Borrow it.
So, listeners, if you guys have suggestions for what you want us to talk about, don't make it Ice Pirates, because that really has nothing to do with what we do here. But, if it's a Plymouth or surrounding area-based topic, send it to us at oldcolonycast@gmail.com. And you can follow us on all the socials at oldcolonycast. And do you guys have anything else?
No.
No, I wish I could think of how we would end this, because I'm on my phone, so I can't,
I'm pretty sure...
You can't look up a translation of farewell in Molasses.
Look, I'm pretty sure one of us says this is the part where we stop talking and then the podcast ends.
Let's make it that.
What was that, Hanna?
So the company,
did you forget something?
Well, maybe. So when the
Thanks,
lawsuit was going on,
when the what was going on? Sorry.
The lawsuit that they.
Oh, okay.
Citizens were, so that was a 3-year trial, right? And the defense of the company was that they said it was actually that the tank and the facility was bombed, and they were victims of an anarchist attack by our friends.
Shut up! They blame Sacco and Vanzetti.
Well, not those two specifically,
sorry.
but the Galianists, at least.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Woo, follow through from a previous episode.
I know.
Yeah.
For our listeners, go back and check out that episode about Sacco and Benzetti. And
Um,
did they blow up the molasses? Bum, bum, bum.
no, they didn't.
Spoiler,
That
yeah,
was not,
spoilers,
yeah.
Hannah.
Nothing.
Hannah, when you just say no, they didn't, then people aren't going to want to go back and listen as much.
Sorry. I mean,
So did they blow up the molasses? Bum, bum, bum.
no. Well, I mean, in this episode, we can talk about
I love that
How-
she can't let that hang.
She's just like, no, they didn't. Shut up.
we talk about how it happened, like scientifically. So I feel like
And also, we did go.
Or did it happen that way?
Yes.
If you go to InfoWars, they have a different story.
If you go to Infowars, lizard people around the country, Andy.
Yeah. And blow up anarchist lizards blow up molasses.
Of course, because they're not the ones that run the government.
Right. So, all right, now we stop talking.
Thanks for listening to today's episode, and we hope you enjoyed the show. Please feel free to go over to patreon.com/Inebri-art. For a few dollars, you can support the podcast, and it's a great way to help us out to make sure that we get more episodes for you in the future. And you can email us at inebriart@yahoo.com with your questions and complaints. You can follow us on all social medias at Inebri-art or at Inebri-art6 on Instagram. And thank you again for listening. Make sure you check out all the other shows that we have to offer. There's Bar Talk Podcast. There's Inebri-art. There's the Old Colony Cast and our newest show, The Long Dark Walk. If you're into true crime, you should check that one out. That one comes out in season chunks, so it's not a weekly show. But you can go back and binge the old episodes and check out the new season when it airs.